Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel today. This is Paul from Kentucky Tacklebox. Today I want to talk about inline spinner variants. A lot of people are familiar with lures like MEPS spinners, Worden's Roostertails, and there's a few other brands out there as well that make inline spinners, but probably MEPS and Worden's Roostertails are probably the two biggest ones out there. Well, there's another company here, and they're actually based out of the United States, and they're called Joe's Flies, and they also make a rooster tail as well. So I recently picked up a few of these, and I just started fishing with them today. So I haven't had a chance to really get a lot of use with them yet, but I plan to do some fishing with them in addition to the Wardens I have. And what makes these a little different is that they use like a Colorado style blade on them versus the more of a willow style blade that you see on the rooster tails. And like the rooster tails, their blades come painted. You can get them painted in different colors and that. And they also come in like a gold color or a silver color. And these, well, they don't come painted. They do come in like a silver or a gold color as well. And much like the rooster tails, you can get different like hackles on the back with different colorings in that. There's like a white one here with like a little red and a feather in there, and then there's a green and then a brown and a black. And it's very similar to the Wardens too. They come in, the hackles on the back are like black there, green, white and blue. This is black with a little bit of red in it. And what's good about them is they are good for different types of situations. But the other interesting thing that's a little different about these Joe's Flies ones, inline spinners, is that I don't know if it'll be able to show up good on the camera or not, but they actually use a little different hook setup. Instead of just a treble hook in the back, they actually have a single hook with a treble hook like trailing just behind it. So that gives you an extra hook point when you're fishing. Now, originally, I think these lures were designed with trout fishermen in mind, and they were mostly sold in small sizes. Now they have larger sizes. These are the biggest size they make, which is the 1/4 ounce. And then I just put them out to compare them against some 1/4 ounce Worden's Rooster Tails, just so it'd be similar size wise. But they have them in like 1/8 of an ounce and even smaller sizes than that. But I think there's going to be times that both lures are going to be more effective, just depending on the situation in the water. Much like on if you're running just a regular spinner bait instead of an inline spinner, you can get the Colorado blades or you can get the Willow blades on inline or on spinner baits, and then you can also get different colors on them, basically like you can with the trailers on these. But what makes these interesting is inline spinners usually offer a more subtle presentation than a spinner bait. And that's why they're highly effective lures for catching a lot of types of fish, not just bass, but a lot of other species as well. So I'm going to, use the ones I've just recently picked up and try them out and see how they work. But I'm assuming they should work pretty well. And hopefully it gives you something to think about. If you like fishing with rooster tail style lures or inline spinners, as they're more commonly called, like I do, you may want to consider adding a few of these variants to your tackle box as well. And only from a standpoint that sometimes the situations with the bass are they want something a little more bold, and sometimes they want something a little more subtle. And what the Colorado blade will do for you is it gives the lure a bit more thump as it's coming through the water versus the willow blades, which they don't quite thump as much. But I think there's definitely going to be a time and a place where these are going to be really effective lures, and they'll probably outperform the inline spinners. But it's going to be, I think, more of a situational thing when that happens. So if you're thinking about adding to your inline spinners, you may want to take a look at this. But and the name of the company is called Joe's Flies. You can find them on the internet, and also Worden's Rooster Tail. They're available on the internet as well, and they come in a lot of different weights and sizes. These are the 1/4 ounce. They have some even heavier ones. They have quite a few lighter sizes as well. And both companies produce lures in a wide variety of colors and that. But I find that they're some of the most enjoyable lures I fish with, and I really enjoy fishing with inline spinners. And if you're somebody like me who enjoys them as well, you may want to take into a look at that because it's just kind of a new option or something to play with. I think Joe's has been around a few years now, but now that they're upsizing these, you can definitely use these for more than like trout fishing. Definitely, you can use them on bass and other species. So, as always, thanks again for watching the channel, and get outdoors when you can. It's a great place to be. We're in the middle of fall fishing in Kentucky, and the weather's cooling down, and the bite should be heating up. So we'll see you next time. Thanks.